We're living in the golden era of information and technology in one of the most affluent countries in the world. And our health has never been worse. We're losing our most precious resources, our health and vitality, to chronic disease. That's why we're fighting back with a team of healthcare professionals living and working in Eastern Washington to create an individualized and holistic approach to reclaiming health. It's time to invest in our future with the Inspirement Plan.
Well, today is to be day one of the Inspirement Plan for me, and I was very excited about that, but instead I'm laying in bed. I was playing tennis and I rolled my ankle, and I am not walking. Being older, moving less, weighing too much, that's the big one. I'm more prone to injury. So I'm 48 hours in. I got my good friend Frozen Bag of Peas here. Not the start I was imagining, but I guess a pretty good indicator of the starting point we are at. Hold on, Poppy. Hello there.
Hi. Must be
I'm Jamie.
I'm Jess.
Come on in.
Nice
Nice to have you. Thanks for coming.
Yes, I'm
This
so
is
excited.
Poppy.
It's really nice to meet you. So today, all I really want to do is kind of get to know you, what your motivation is, and what makes you want to be the one that's getting ready to lose weight and make this good lifestyle choice.
You know, I took this other job and kind of my exercise went down to nothing. Subsequently gained, 60 pounds. Now when I try to get back out on the tennis court, I experience injuries, which I did just last week. I blew out my ankle because,
Oh.
and the other piece of it is I just don't feel good. I'm a writer and I'm not able to write. And I think that's connected to my weight. I'm pushing 50. I don't want to feel like I'm 70 when I'm 50. I want to feel like I'm 40 maybe.
That's good, the reversal.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific goal weight?
I would love to be 180.
So with your new job, would you say that your diet has changed along the way?
A lot of what we do is events-based, so you're there late sometimes. I would tend to grab bad food on the way home. I don't like to eat right away when I get up, so I usually, in an hour or so, will have, a lot of times it'll be breakfast burritos. Although I feel guilty when I eat them because I think I have these skin issues. It seems to be aggravated when I eat gluten.
I was just gonna ask. So does this get worse based off of your diet?
Pizza and beer equals split fingers for me.
So definite reaction.
Yeah.
So would you notice the next day from fast food that you're more inflamed versus if you were to have pizza?
No, I think pizza's probably worse.
Have you ever tried eliminating gluten completely from your diet?
I have.
Did you notice a difference?
Yes. A lot less inflammation generally in my body.
Gluten and carbs are one of those things that are very addictive and they're
Yeah.
comfort foods, and so we naturally tend to get them.
Right.
So it's understandable.
Yeah.
Do you have snacks at all?
Oh yeah, danger zone is like after 10 o'clock.
Danger
You'll find
zone.
me down here, milk, cheese nips. It's
Okay.
terrible. I don't think I really have a normal, it's all over the place for me with food, but I'm definitely getting enough.
What attempts of previous weight loss have you had before?
You name it. There's a bulletproof diet right there on the shelf. The Mind Body Cleanse. I've done that Medifast thing. I've done shots in your belly thing. That one is scary. I didn't finish that one because that seemed just wrong somehow. And
I mean,
it was like I'm shooting up now for weight loss.
it was good that you stopped.
That was a little dangerous. So none of them are sustainable. I recognize that, but I'm also good with programs. I'm in or I'm out, or my switch is on or off. I don't really have a good moderation. I also don't like being told what to do that much, even though I'm good with the program. So I would say the more variety, the better.
So when you did these diets, how much weight would you lose on average?
30 pounds.
30? Okay. And in what span?
1 to 2 months.
And then when you were done with them, would you go back to eating kind of the same pattern?
Yep.
So how fast would you gain your weight back?
1 to 2 months.
Okay.
I mean, because what I've hit here in these recent months is the highest ever. I think alcohol is a big pitfall for me, right?
How many drinks a day would you say you have?
I would say it's easily 4. And then it can go up if we're having a party, it can go up to 10, right?
So with food journaling and with calorie counting, have you ever done that in the past?
Calorie counting I like less. Food journaling, I don't mind so much.
So if you think about the days that you maybe have 2 glasses of red wine, like I can have this third, but I have to write that down, and then Jess is going to see that, and so it kind of gets that conscious thinking in your mind.
Well, and so that you can understand what's going on, I'm happy to do that.
So I kind of heard through the grapevine that you're scared of before pictures.
I dread the idea. No, maybe that's scared.
So with the before pictures, it's really something that's personal to you. When I got my before pictures, I was terrified. I don't think I breathed the entire time that I was in the room. So I did the Gold's Gym Challenge in 2007.
Okay.
4 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
I kept doing it because I had such a significant amount of weight to lose that the first year, I had lost 52 pounds, but I needed to keep going. And that was the first time I had ever been on a diet. From doing that, it kind of stemmed this passion that I had, and I saw these people go on all of these diets like the ones that you've shared for me.
Yeah.
And then I saw them all lose weight, and then they'd gain it right back, whereas it took me 6 years to lose 130 pounds.
Wow.
So I feel like I've kind of found this secret to this healthy lifestyle and to keeping weight off. And so I'm very similar to you. I love to cook and I love variety. And while I don't so much love journaling, it's really the one thing that's been successful this whole time.
Do you journal?
I still do. Here are my before pictures. So this is front side and then this is back. So you can see.
I wouldn't even recognize you. It's a complete transformation.
So you can see that I'm really not breathing in these.
You're really holding your breath.
And I look like I'm about to cry, and it's really because I was about to cry. I love these because it kind of tells the story. And so I do keep these locked up in an envelope, and I don't share them with people. Wow, and they're kind of just tucked away.
Well, that's inspiring, really. I mean, and that you've been able to keep it off.
Well, I just wanted to share these, so I'll let you decide if you would like to do them or not. Just to kind of wrap up for today.
Still won't like to do them, but I won't decline.
Does this mean you'll do them?
I would do it, yes.
Okay.
Can I have my wife take them?
Yes. You're already close with your wife, so yes, absolutely. Okay. And you don't even have to look at them. You can really put them in an envelope and kind of seal them up. But again, once you hit the plateau, because it happens to everybody, that's when we could take another set of photos, say it's 6 weeks or 8 weeks from them.
Yeah.
But looking at the side-by-side comparison, you'll be able to see the difference. The pictures, they don't lie. Can I get a deal on this? Okay. After this, I'm gonna go and I'm going to kind of make a plan, and then we'll come back and kind of talk about future and where we need to go from here. Okay. It's kind of fun because you get this group approach, and normally I'm trying to figure it all out. So we solely together just get to work on this food.
Okay, cool. Welcome.
Thanks for having us. Nice place. This is great.
Well, thanks.
We're just right back here?
Yeah.
Great.
Let's see what we can do.
All right, Jamie, why don't you tell me about yourself?
So I worked for myself as a filmmaker for many years, and then I got called up to the Icicle Creek Center for the Arts in Leavenworth to start their film program, which is an awesome opportunity. I just let all the exercise kind of fall off the table and subsequently gained 60 pounds. But I'm also super injury prone right now, and I think I've got probably some meniscal tears in my knees that I'd love to do something about, but I'm not willing to until I'm at a reasonable weight.
Yeah. Sounds like you've maybe been active in the past a little bit. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
played tennis, I played lacrosse in college, I played hockey. If I don't move in a given week, I can feel my mood just slide, right?
Why don't you tell me what your day looks like Monday through Friday?
I do have a lot of autonomy over my day, but I do need a lot of hours to complete the work I'm doing each week. I'll head out for work at 8:30 or so.
Okay.
I'll work through till noon and then come back and work from 1 to 5 or 6, home by 7 usually.
Great.
That is sometimes diverted by happy hour with the guys. Boy, cook dinner, eat dinner in front of the TV with my wife and exhausted.
Yeah.
One of the questions is going to be, where do I find the time to do all this?
Yeah.
We'll get into this thing where we don't really go to sleep right away. Getting up again at 5:30.
Yeah.
So by the end of a week of that, I'm progressively more tired.
It's really pretty typical schedule of a middle-aged American. Got lots on the plate.
Right.
Stay up late to try to squeeze that last bit of time out of the day that I can relax and enjoy myself. The good old TV tray. Dinner out in front because you're going to catch the news or your favorite show or whatever you want to do for that. Then you said you hit up with the guys, go and have maybe a pint or so or a glass of wine or 4 fingers of whiskey or something like that. So how often do you do that?
Maybe a couple times a week, do something like that, or I'll have wine while I'm cooking dinner.
Nice, yeah, okay.
That's a pitfall area for me, for sure.
A lot of these are really ways to just try to find time to relax. But we also want to include the things that make you happy because that makes your heart happy and your soul happy, and that's important too. So like you said, you like to have time with your wife in the evening.
Evenings when I'm home, pretty much, then weekends.
Okay.
So
that's kind of a special, important time. And then what does she do for activity?
But she doesn't exercise, intentionally. I mean, she does gardening and she walks the dog, but she eats kind of whatever she wants and she stays thin.
Yeah, that's magic. That's magic. Sounds like a lot of your background is very aerobic. Did you have any resistance training, weight training outside of high school?
Not really. I mean, every now and then I build myself a circuit.
So to get to a beginning point, you're looking at about a 2-year curve. I don't think that's really explained to very many people.
No.
So you'll see a lot of adaptation over the course of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, to 3 months. And I think what happens then is we're such a short-sighted society that we go, man, I made it.
Right.
3 months.
Right.
I can back squat, bench press, deadlift, and run. I'm good. And really, it's a long, slow, continual learning process. It's like going through a 2-year degree program.
Okay.
Right, you got your certificate, you're ready to go, learn.
Okay.
You're ready to go learn your craft. What we used to do as human beings is we would work for 8 hours a day. So we were constantly working. We were constantly climbing, bending, flexing, rotating, jumping, running, squatting, lifting, picking things up, spearing things. So we have to find a way to stress our bodies to have that adaptation that we used to have regularly.
Gotcha.
To do that, we need to have a starting point. The starting point is muscular endurance, motor coordination, aerobic capacity.
Okay.
And so that's where we would start with you. We get you in, we do an assessment, we kind of see where you're at right now. And once we reach the part of the assessment that you can't continue, then we just stop. Because what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll make a 3-month program for you.
Okay.
We'll reassess you every 2 weeks to kind of see where we're going, where we need to adjust fire, because it is about you and your priorities and what your goals and ideas are for where you want to be. The next thing I need to know from you is when you're available.
Well, I mean, mornings are going to be the best bet. That is a little bit contingent on me going to bed.
So let's shoot for 6 a.m.
Okay.
Wednesdays and Fridays.
Works for me.
And then we'll work around. I've got some homework for you that you'll also do.
Yeah.
So why don't you meet me at the gym at 2? We'll do your assessment. It'll be real quick.
Do I need to bring anything? Anything?
Yeah, so why don't you wear just some loose athletic clothing.
Okay.
A t-shirt, some shorts, some sneakers. We'll get you going. Bring some water.
Got it.
All right, man. We'll see you
See
then.
you there.
So what we're going to do is 10 minutes on this Echo bike.
Okay.
And the idea is that we're going to get the number of calories at the end. And then when we retest, the idea would be that you have more aerobic capacity, more muscular endurance, and so you're getting more calories when you retest.
Okay.
So that's the idea. So you're just gonna go at a easy, sustainable pace, something you feel like you can maintain for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. So we'll hit start, and then you can start pedaling when you're ready.
All right.
There you go. Okay, so we're gonna do the split squat first. So
Okay.
I want you to do 8 on each side, and I'm just gonna watch. So now I'm gonna have you do an air squat. The same thing with all these movements. If your ankle or your knees are giving you, grief at any point, just let me know, because we'll note that.
Okay.
Nice job.
So some really cool things came out of Jamie's assessment, and we're really excited about it because when we initially did Jamie's interview, we were thinking, okay, so we have a lot of work to do. And what we found on the assessment was that he's actually a pretty good mover. First thing I thought as soon as I saw him doing his assessment with Kelsey was, we're gonna have a lot of fun with Jamie. He's going to have a lot of fun under weight, he's gonna have a lot of fun under movement, and we're going to be able to progress him to a point where I thought maybe 8 months out, 9 months out we would be. We're gonna be there in about 2 months. We're gonna be doing those movements, which I think is gonna be very beneficial to him because he is someone who needs stimulus to feel good. It's really exciting. Jamie's gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with him.